What has this lockdown and these government decisions done to your business?
Kunzima kakhulu ukuthi ibishe nesobho kakhulu phela ukuthi ngaphela ukuthenga lokho kudla uzame ukuhlala endlini yabo. Gcina sekuphela ke kwakona ke lokho kudla engabona hayi angizozama zama. Ake ngiloko ngihlele endlini njalo ngizikuthi ngizodlala.
Well, we had to close lock, stock and barrel, and immediately on the 27th we stopped trading.
How have things been for you? How have things been during the lockdown? Could you keep going with your business?
Well, I did not go well with my business because we're supposed to close and it was very difficult for us. But then we try, we thank God because for now we start to sell some other things, but there's no business.
And I feel my deaf workers very sorry because they were the sole breadwinners. And because they're not getting this little income from me, it's very hard on them. So I would like things to go back to normal. I pray to God that it should.
One of the things engizama ukukhuluma nabantu about is i-lockdown i-affecte kanjani wena njengosomatekisi njengomuntu oshayela itekisi.
Kusho nje phela ngoba ngithi isikhathi esiningi nje ngoba sisebenza nje ayasakhona ukuthi izinto zethu si-afford ngale ndlela ebesi-affordeka ngayo. Ngoba manje bona asisakhona ukuthi senze nama-license ethu siqhubeke nawo.
Nje siyahlukumezeka impela ngoba manje ayila bantu sibalayishayo bancane kakhulu. Bancane kakhulu. Nawo kushekhisa impela ayikho into esiyishekisayo. Nako petrol siyasokola yebo wehlile kodwa ayasikhona ukufaka. Hayi.
How were things for you this year during that period?
Wow. It's I wouldn't say, maybe I should say it's a terrible year because I really do not know how to qualify it. Because all the plans that one had at the beginning of the year has been shattered. So my locking indoors, locking business up, it has not been good. But thank God it's subsiding gradually.
Were you able to do any business during the lockdown?
Hell no. We were indoor throughout level 5. We just when they opened, so that's when they asked dispatchers to open. That was the time we came out.
Before the lockdown, things was better, but after lockdown, things are very, very tough. We're not doing anything. Things are very, very slow.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I'm wondering, like in April and May, did your shop have to stay closed the whole time?
Yeah, everywhere was locked up, including that gate. Those gate was locked up.
Yeah.
This gate was locked up. Yeah. We're not doing anything. It was fully locked down.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we have to pay our rent, April, May, and this June. So nothing to show now. Things are very slow.
And obviously it's important when you've got, for example, we've got a fantastic landlord. The minute this thing happened, he came to me, he said to me, for the first month, which was, I think it was April, he sent me a letter without even me requesting anything to say, you don't have to pay me any rent and we'll see how you go as you go forward and we'll adjust it accordingly. So that was a huge, off my mind.
So, and how did you survive during that period? Did you get support in terms of grants or anything like that?
Oh no, no grants. But thanks to my landlord where I stay, and she supported with groceries, and the landlord here didn't collect money for rent. Actually, for that month, for maybe like 2 months, he didn't collect money for rent. So we were able to manage all through till this time.
And also because we fell back with our rental for 2 months because they said I could only open my business on the 1st of June. So I had 2 months of no income. And, as it is, we could apply for UIF for our employees, but they didn't get the money they earned from me. So it was a difficult period.
As a business, we've been very, very lucky in that we've been able to adapt our business because we have quite a big retail component in our store. So even though we haven't been allowed to seat any people, we've had 180 people, we've got a capacity of about 180. We haven't been able to seat anybody for, I think it's 3 months now. We have been able to keep on going.
So the restaurant side has not been able to operate during level 5 and level 4. And now the pizza delivery side and alcohol delivery side, it's something, but it's not enough, eh?
It's not enough because we need staff to work because people have lost their job. Imagine 2 months not working. You can't expect to pay your rents.
You've been running the store for decades now.
Yes, that's right.
And this COVID-19 crisis, I mean, it must have been unlike anything you've ever experienced.
Yes, it was very devastating.
So, as a business, how did it affect you, and what are your fears and hopes going forward?
Look, it affected me in a way that I had to put off some of my employees, which I employ, on a time basis. I employ some deaf people, and I had to put them off because of the COVID, which makes me very sad.
Affecta nje kakhulu ngoba phela manje abona thola ukuthi ngalendlela le yade slayisha ngayo thina abantu abawu15 manje yabona ubuthi ubucountile ukuthi ngakhona ukuthi labantu abawu15 u50% kuzobo wami 50% kubo omlungu manje ngisakhona so wonke lo 50.
Sometimes were you given support from the government in terms of a grant or something like that to...
No, because they used to give only South Africans. I'm not South African.
And so how did you survive?
Well, I used to have some money I was keeping. The time I was making a business is what was helping me until today.
Wena njengoba umuntu odayisayo la erank impilo binjani for wena kuleso sikhathi?
Ayiwe wabanzinyana mlungu wami. Ya futhi especially uma umuntu ongasave impela kuba nzimanyana yabona into njengalezo mlungu wami. Amasenta awafani njengaqala yabona into njengaleyo mlungu wami. Sithwele nje kanzima kodwa kwakamanje ngoba sesiku level 3 kungconywana ngoba siyazama uyakhona ukulala nawo lo 200 rand a day. But eqaleni ukuhlala bengeke vele uzuphume emgaqweni uzodayisa nani nani.
For us, we are foreigners. We're not getting any support from the government. So we are, as you can see, we are struggling to make our living. So things are very tough. We are not getting any support from the government.
So so on the one side, the grants have been promised, but they haven't been paid.
I don't know. I really do not know about that. But that is what I said. I've not heard people that said, I've got my own 350.
Guys, I'm with Sandile. Sandile is an entrepreneur. He sells loose cigarettes. Here at the taxi rank, government ubehambe bethi hayi njengoba abantu bengasebenzi sizobanika ama-food parcel khona nane grant le ya 350 ezophuma kasasa umuntu angasebenzi. Ngabe uyitholile wena leyo food parcel noma grant?
Hayi mina ngizwile lokho konke kodwa akukhona ukukodwa mina ngitshela.
Ngabe uyitholile wena leyo grant?
Ayilutho angithola ngempela.
Ama-food parcel la bethembisile wona wayithola camp?
Ayilutho.
One of powerful ngempela ukuthi yiphi support enitholayo ke kuhulumeni ukwehlisa i-damage ibangekile ingasebenzi lockdown. Ngabe nizizwa ngathi uhulumeni yaneseka nini?
Ayilutho siphansi underpaid phela bona nje amanye underpaid phela sizala ngalutho. Nakucinezela kakhulu umndezelekini phela. Sizala ngalutho.
And tell me, with the UIF, I remember the promises were coming from the government side from the beginning. When we locked down, don't worry, there will be unemployment benefits. Did they come out quickly or was there some delay?
No. Big time delay. People just received their money. When I'm saying people applied from April, May, some got their money like last week.
That's June.
Yeah, so that's 2 months to get your money. So EIF and things, they delay a lot. I don't know why they do that, or just because it's a government thing, I don't know. But they delayed a lot. People came to complain to us, said shy, like, the thing, we're still waiting for the UIFA, nothing, no response. They had to come and reapply everything. So they only got their money from last week. That's from after 2 months. I don't know how well for that.
Oh, man.
Then the next thing was obviously the staff. UIF, the tours thing, they have come to the party, although a little bit slowly, but they have been, paying some of the staff, as we go. they haven't paid everybody all the time, and obviously they're only paying a small proportion of, well, not a small, I think it's about 60% of their normal salaries.
As we are commission earners, we don't contribute to UIF, so we were unable to claim for UIF. So anybody who earns commission has really been in trouble this time because we've had no income whatsoever. I have 3 people who are employed by the company and they are salaried. They earn a set salary and they have been able to get UIF. I'm incredibly grateful for the fact that they did get the UIF. 2 of the 3 staff got it immediately. I had to submit further papers to documents for the 3rd staff member.
And now that you're open again, how's business been?
It has not picked up. It's still dragging. It's still as if we are still in level 5. Still dragging. You know, people are complaining there is no money. It's when they have money that we will sell. So people are really complaining there is no money to sell, there's no money to buy anything. So the little one they have, they are managing it to pay rent, to pay other things. So business is...
I also don't know how, going forward, we're going to be able to, what our turnover will look like, because we're not going to be able to do as many clients.
Le lockdown ikuphathe kanjani uhlele ekhaya ungasebenzi?
Le lockdown le njengoba kuyi lockdown kanje besingaphathekanga kahle ngoba besingakhona ukusebenza besingakhona ukufaka imali ukuthi khona ukuthenga ukudla endlini.
Hey ngwami yazi ngwami phela hayi umuntu bekahamba enzima ngempela ke leyo kuloko ya cha besithwele kanzima impela. Phela manje thina ngithi manje ngoba abantu abadayisayo angithi kumele uyibheke wena so ngasinye isikhathi abazali bashiye ekhaya.
And I feel my deaf workers very sorry because they were the sole breadwinners, and because they're not getting this little income from me, it's very hard on them.
Njengoba itekisi khona banga-understand, so kube khona into ephumile kumaphephandaba ethi osomatekisi banyusa ama-fares okugibela babuza abantu hawu kanjani ngoba phela upetrol wehlile kanti abantu aba-understand ukuthi njengoba bekuna 2 months ningasebenzi i-installment yemoto bifanele ikhokhe kulo 2 months ama-salary befana akhokhe kulo 2 months nilimale kangakanani nina njengodriver ningasebenzi.
Sinemndeni siney'ngane asisakhoni nokudla asisebenzi sihleli.
As a businessman, looking forward at this economy that we have to get going, what are your challenges and what are your concerns?
Okay, the challenges are going to be huge for us, especially in the restaurant game. Restaurants, coffee shops, they have suffered huge. It's been a massive crisis. I know a lot of friends of mine who are in the industry. I've been in this industry for over 30 years, so I have a lot of friends in the industry, and some of them, not most of them, some of them are not going to be even bothering to reopen because they've fallen so far behind in their debts that they are basically saying, listen, if I'm going to sit and work for the next year to pay off what we've fallen behind in the last 3 months, I may as well shut my shop, go look for something else, go and open another business and start afresh. And I know quite a few people who have actually told me that they're going to do that.
Yeah, the lockdown's it's creepy. I won't lie to you. It's making the business go down. When I went to my research, I've checked. It's not only 5. It's about 5 companies and shops which has already locked down because of lockdown. La Stella, Poppies, Tapita, Lucky Bean, Pablo's by the corner, the best breakfast show. And it's a plenty. It's about 5 shops gone down. That means lockdown is creeping down the business big time.
If you had to get the store back up and running, back up and going, what do you need to happen to the economy? What is the thing that needs to happen for you to be able to start getting the store back to where it was?
I have to get people to come out again. You know, people are in fear, they're not coming out.
One of the things I would definitely like to see the end of is fear. Okay? A lot of people are operating from a position of pure fear.
But for the government going forward, I think they should maybe relax some of the regulations. That for me is important, and give us the opportunity. Yeah, you also got a lot of people who are trying to start new businesses now, and it's quite prescriptive the way the laws are when you want to start a new business. I think the informal sector should also, that's critical for us going forward, that they should they should actually take away some of the regulations of the informal sector and let that informal sector trade. The formal sector, they'll get back to where they were eventually. The informal sector is where they're going to start employing all the people that at the moment are now starting to get out of, they don't have jobs anymore. And I think they've got to start from the bottom and work their way upwards.
Health and safety is everything in the hairdressing industry. It's the first aspect of the industry that we learn. And so I would have appreciated, it would have been better for me personally, if the government had trusted, put things in place like social distancing, wear a mask, wear a visor, sanitize after each client, hand sanitizers up, all of that right in the beginning. If they'd said that to me and allowed me to continue trading, the situation would not be as dire as it is.
We have to trust the people, and obviously freedom is more important than that. But we have no other choice. We have to say, listen, this is the people that we have. Let's train them properly, let's educate them properly, and let's make it that we work together and do something special, because we are special. We're a special country, we're special people. So we work together, we can get this right. All the government needs to do is, as a last thing from me, is stop the crime in this country. That's all I want.
Things are not so bad here in Yoval. The only thing that crime was so, but things are not so bad. We have a lot of crime, but it's not much. But now, after the lockdown, you can see things are very, very tough. Things are very, very difficult. So, yeah.
And how do you think we can deal with crime more effectively?
Crime is something we try to fight, but we cannot do on our own. Government has to help us. So we cannot do anything. We try to see what we can do, but seems like things are not working out. So we're asking government to help us about the crime.
So let's play down the fear and and get the people back to work. Let's work with things like transport. The people need to get to work, and they don't have the money now to work. We need homes and we need jobs.
Before the lockdown, there was this thing of the foreigners, the Moscow. If those things could be packed out, if those things, we don't have grudges against each other, we work as one. Whether white, whether you're black, whether you're blue, let's just work as one. I think things will move forward. Things will be better.
To conclude, the only thing that you as a small business owner want is the ability and the freedom to get back to work.
To get back to work. Yes, that's what I would like to do. To get back to work so that I could pay all my back payments and, get back on my feet. Because as it is, we're a business that doesn't make a lot of money, but we survive.